All right, so we are diving into something a little different today.
Okay.
NBC's new docuseries
Yeah.
called The Americas.
Okay.
And just imagine being curled up on a cold winter's night, maybe sipping some hot cocoa,
Yeah.
and the voice of Tom Hanks is narrating
Yeah.
these just stunning landscapes, diverse ecosystems, and incredible wildlife.
It really is. I mean, especially with him narrating it, it kind of elevates it beyond just a nature show.
Right.
And that's actually what I wanted to touch on first, because it's interesting how the producers specifically went after Tom Hanks for this.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted that classic American feel. And, I think they even said they were looking for the American David Attenborough.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see why they landed on Tom Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
He just has this voice that is just so warm and inviting, and you just want to listen.
Yes. It's comforting,
Yeah.
like you just instantly trust what he's saying.
Absolutely. He's like America's dad, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's going to give you the straight goods?
And I think a big part of that is just his career, right? Like he's played so many roles that embody that classic American spirit, and he connects with people of all ages.
Totally. He's been in so many iconic films.
Yeah, and that trustworthiness that he just, naturally exudes, I think is just a huge part of why he's such a perfect fit for a series about, the natural wonders of the Americas.
You know what else it makes me think of when I think about him narrating?
What's that?
Is the Pacific.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, absolutely. Even though it's a totally different genre, war documentary versus nature,
Right.
it really shows how he can bring this, like, depth and emotion to his narration.
Mm-hmm.
He added so much weight to those historical events.
Yes.
And I bet he'll do the same for, like the grandeur of the Amazon or the stark beauty of the Andes.
I'm excited to hear it. It's interesting that this is his first nature documentary, though.
It is. And the producers have actually said that, Hanks was immediately drawn to the project. He saw it as a way to, celebrate the beauty and diversity of the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
And I think that will definitely come through in his narration.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
Me too.
Okay, so we have Tom Hanks, America's dad, as our guide. But what about the journey itself?
Yeah.
So the Americas, it's not just focused on one spot, right?
No, not at all.
This is covering both continents,
Right.
North and South America.
A massive, massive undertaking.
That's huge. That's a lot to cover.
It is.
And that is what's so different from this series compared to other, wildlife documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just focused on, one animal or one location.
Right, yeah.
This is going from the Amazon rainforest to the Andes Mountains to the Caribbean's coral reefs.
It's really ambitious.
Yeah, very ambitious.
Yeah, and, exploring this massive region that honestly is often overlooked in these types of shows.
Yeah, I agree. So to get all of this done, they went all out, 180 expeditions, 8,700 miles covered.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And they even developed new camera technologies to get footage that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
They've actually said it's the most expensive unscripted project in NBC's history.
That's saying something.
Right.
It shows just how committed they are to really showcasing these diverse ecosystems.
That makes you wonder what kind of stuff they're going to uncover, right?
Right. They keep using that word uncharted.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It makes you think, like, what does uncharted even mean? When we're talking about a region that has been inhabited by indigenous people for centuries.
Right, yeah. That's an interesting perspective.
It is, and it's something to consider as we watch the series, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really interested in this focus on, lesser-known parts of the Americas. I think we see a lot about, the Amazon, but
right.
What else is out there?
Exactly, and that's what they're going for with the Americas. They're going beyond those usual spots. They're exploring the regions and the species that, honestly, haven't gotten a lot of attention. And that's where it gets really exciting.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
It's like finding those hidden gems, that unexpected beauty that we might not even know about.
Exactly.
So we have Tom Hanks narrating.
Yes.
We have this massive, diverse landscape as our setting.
Mm-hmm.
But what I found really interesting is how much they're putting an emphasis on storytelling.
Absolutely, and that's what, like we were saying before, having someone like Tom Hanks narrate elevates this beyond your typical nature show.
Yeah.
Think about how his voice can pull you in, into the lives of these animals, into these landscapes. You feel connected to their stories. It becomes more than just facts.
Yeah, I agree. And we can't forget the music.
Oh, yeah, the music is incredible.
They brought in Hans Zimmer.
Oh, wow.
The Oscar and Grammy winner, to score the whole thing.
That's amazing.
Can you imagine how much emotion and how much grandeur his music is going to bring to these visuals.
It's like it's the perfect pairing,
Yeah.
you know? Because his music has this ability to, like, evoke a sense of wonder and awe.
Mm-hmm.
And you combine that with the visuals and with Hanks's narration,
Yeah.
it's going to be a totally immersive experience.
Oh, yeah, I'm hooked already. I can't wait.
Me too.
What should we be looking forward to in this series?
Well, based on what they've released so far,
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be diving deep into the mysteries of the Amazon rainforest,
Okay.
exploring the stark beauty of the Mexican landscapes,
Nice.
and showcasing that vibrant life that's in the Caribbean.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be visually stunning for sure.
And the Amazon, I'm fascinated by the Amazon.
Yeah.
They're promising footage and insights into this ecosystem unlike anything we've ever seen before.
I know. It's such a vital part of our planet, and I'm really hoping the series will show us the challenges it faces.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in a new light.
Yeah, bring it to the mainstream.
Exactly.
And the Caribbean, oh my gosh.
The Caribbean is beautiful.
Those coral reefs, I've always been captivated by those, and I can't wait to see the incredible diversity of life they support.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's incredible.
it is.
I think we're in for a real treat with this series.
I think so too.
It seems like they've got all the right ingredients
Mhm.
to create a truly unforgettable journey through the natural wonders of the Americas.
For sure.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
This is making me think about,
Yeah.
the impact that the Americas could have.
Mhm.
We've talked about the entertainment aspect, but
Yeah.
what about its potential to really, like, change how people see this region?
Okay.
Maybe even influence conservation efforts.
That's a good point. It's not just about sitting back and watching, right?
Yeah.
A well-made nature documentary can be such a powerful tool to educate people and get them to actually care about these issues.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the impact of series like Planet Earth or Blue Planet.
Yeah.
I mean, those are huge hits.
Huge.
And they sparked conversations
Oh, yeah.
about climate change, plastic pollution, the importance of protecting our oceans.
Mm.
The Americas has that potential to do that for this part of the world,
For sure. It's like opening a window into a world that I think a lot of people just might not have even thought about before.
Yeah.
And suddenly they're seeing these incredible animals, these landscapes,
Mhm.
learning about the threats they face, and they're feeling connected to those stories.
Yeah.
I think that can be really powerful.
It is. And also, don't forget, I mean, with Tom Hanks narrating,
Right.
I mean, he's so well loved.
Yeah.
And when he's talking about the fragility of the Amazon, endangered species,
People are going to listen.
people are going to listen. Yeah,
Yeah, they trust him.
they do.
It's like they're using his star power for good to really shed light on these critical conservation issues
Absolutely.
and inspire people to actually do something.
Exactly. It's not just about raising awareness. It's
Yeah.
about motivating people to actually be part of the solution.
To be a part of it.
Yeah. And let's not underestimate how powerful the visuals can be,
Okay.
because this series, it is promising
Yeah.
some groundbreaking footage
Okay.
using cutting-edge technology.
Hmm.
So when you see the beauty and the wonder of these ecosystems, like up close and personal,
Yeah.
it's hard to ignore the threats they face.
For sure. So it's all about forging that emotional connection. I mean, reading about, deforestation in the Amazon, it's
Yeah.
one thing.
It is.
But seeing the impact firsthand, seeing the destruction, and understanding what that means for the wildlife and the people who actually live there,
Yeah,
that's totally different.
it is.
And that's where the storytelling aspect comes in.
Absolutely. By weaving together those stunning visuals with compelling narratives about the animals
Mhm.
and the people that depend on these ecosystems,
Yeah.
the Americas could have a lasting impact on viewers.
It's about making it personal.
Yes.
Showing how our choices, even those that are made really far away, can have ripple effects on these delicate environments.
Exactly. It's about fostering that sense of global citizenship.
Yeah.
Getting people to think about their own role in protecting the planet.
I love that.
Yeah, wouldn't it be amazing if, like, this series sparked real conversations
Yeah.
and, like, got families discussing the challenges that are facing the Americas and how they can make a difference?
Brainstorming ways that they can be a part of it.
Yes.
I mean, that's what's so exciting to think about,
I
like
know.
families watching this together, talking about it,
Yeah.
coming up with ways they can make a difference, whether that's, reducing their carbon footprint,
Mhm.
supporting conservation groups, pushing for policy changes. Like,
Yeah.
everyone can do something.
Yeah. It's about giving people the tools and the inspiration to actually feel like they can be a part of the solution.
Mhm.
And let's not forget that that the Americas could have a real impact on like
Yeah.
policy decisions and funding for conservation efforts.
That's right. I mean, a high-profile series like this could really put the pressure on
Yeah.
governments and corporations to take action. I mean, it creates a sense of urgency that's hard to ignore.
It does. It's about using that power of storytelling to drive real change.
Yeah.
And that's something to be excited about.
Now, we talked earlier about the importance of representing Indigenous voices.
Yes.
Can you expand on that? Why that's so crucial to include in this series?
Well, it's about recognizing that these landscapes aren't just, beautiful backdrops.
Right.
They're home to very diverse cultures and communities
Mm-hmm.
with really deep connections to the land.
Okay.
So their voices need to be heard. We need to understand the history of these regions,
Yeah.
the challenges they face, and the traditional knowledge they hold about living in harmony with nature.
It's about moving beyond, I think, a purely Western perspective on nature and conservation.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that interconnectedness
Yeah.
of human cultures and the natural world.
And the producers have a real opportunity here
They do.
to make a difference. By working with Indigenous communities, incorporating their stories and perspective, they can create a series that's not just, visually stunning,
Right.
but culturally sensitive and insightful.
Exactly.
It's about creating a dialogue,
Yes.
fostering understanding, and recognizing the importance of that Indigenous knowledge
Yes.
in protecting these ecosystems.
Absolutely. And that's what makes me excited about the Americas.
Mm-hmm.
It has that potential to be more than just a nature documentary.
Yeah.
It could be a platform for a cultural exchange
Okay.
and, a catalyst for real change.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's about raising awareness, inspiring action, and reminding us that we're all connected
Yes.
to the natural world and to each other.
Absolutely.
Before we talk about some of the specific ecosystems, I do want to touch on
Okay.
the challenges of filming
Yeah.
in these diverse and often very remote locations.
Oh, for sure. I mean, from the dense rainforests of the Amazon to the towering peaks of the Andes.
Yeah.
These filmmakers, they're facing all sorts of logistical and environmental hurdles.
Just the thought of transporting the equipment, getting permits, safety precautions, unpredictable weather, and then just the challenge of filming these sometimes elusive animals.
Exactly.
I mean, it's really a testament to their dedication and skill
It is.
that they've been able to pull this off.
It is. It reminds you just how much planning,
Yeah.
collaboration, and perseverance goes into creating something like this.
It's truly a labor of love
It is.
for nature and for the art of storytelling.
Yeah.
So are you ready to dive into some of these specific locations featured in the Americas?
I am. Let's do it.
Okay, let's start with the one that I think has been generating a lot of buzz. The Amazon rainforest.
Oh, yeah. The Amazon is incredible.
It's incredible.
A place of just incredible biodiversity, and it plays such a vital role in the planet's health. I'm really interested to see how they capture its magic and complexity.
I mean, they call it the lungs of the planet
Too.
because of how it regulates the global climate. It's home to an estimated 10% of the world's known species.
Wow.
And scientists are still discovering new ones.
I know. It's crazy.
All the time.
It is. And it's such a vast and complex ecosystem.
Yeah.
And I think the series has a chance to really show us how everything's connected, from the tiniest insects to the largest predators.
And it's not just about the wildlife either.
No, it's not.
The Amazon is home to many indigenous communities
Right.
who have lived in harmony with the rainforest for centuries. Their knowledge and traditions are essential to understanding
Yes.
and protecting this ecosystem.
Absolutely. It's so important to recognize that human element of the Amazon,
Right.
the people who depend on its resources
Yeah.
and hold the key to its future.
And of course, we can't ignore the threats that it's facing.
Right, yeah.
Forestation, climate change, pollution, mining.
Yeah, it's a stark reminder of how fragile this ecosystem is
Yeah.
and how urgently we need to protect it.
Now, I'm especially intrigued by their promise of never-before-seen footage.
Oh, yeah?
What are you hoping to see in these Amazon episodes?
I'm fascinated by jaguars.
Oh, cool.
The apex predators of the Amazon.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that we get a glimpse into their secretive lives
Okay.
and see how they're thriving in such a challenging environment.
I'm with you there. I'm also really curious to see more about, the indigenous communities and their relationship with the rainforest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping the series can help us better understand their cultures and traditions
Yeah.
and their perspectives on conservation.
It's a chance to learn from those who have lived in harmony with the Amazon for generations.
For sure. All right, we've explored the Amazon.
Yeah.
Now let's head to another, I think, iconic location, the Andes Mountains.
Oh, the Andes are breathtaking.
Oh, yeah.
This mountain range, it stretches along the western edge of South America, and it's home to, an incredible variety of life, from soaring condors to elusive pumas.
I mean, and the landscapes,
Oh,
snow-capped peaks, glaciers,
high-altitude desert.
cloud forests, it's all there.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
It's a region of extremes,
Yeah.
In altitude and climate.
Yeah.
And that makes for some incredible adaptations,
Yeah.
in the wildlife that lives there.
Oh, I can just imagine the shots that they're going to get.
Oh, I know.
Condor soaring above those peaks.
Yes.
Huge wingspans casting shadows across the valleys below.
And those vicuñas.
Oh, yeah.
The graceful relatives of the llama.
Yeah.
Navigating those rocky slopes.
Oh, it's incredible.
It is.
And of course, we can't forget about the people of the Andes either.
No, we can't.
So many indigenous cultures with rich traditions and deep connections to those mountains.
Yeah, it's about understanding how people have adapted to life
Yeah.
in such a challenging environment and how their cultures are intertwined with the natural world.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this series portrays those challenges facing the Andes, climate change.
Mining, habitat loss,
Ugh,
pollution.
It's all happening there.
Yeah, it's about raising awareness
Yes.
for the importance of protecting these ecosystems and the cultural heritage that they represent.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered the lush rainforests of the Amazon, the towering peaks of the Andes.
Yes.
Now let's shift gears.
Okay.
Let's dive into the world of the Caribbean.
Okay, the Caribbean.
Oh, the Caribbean.
Turquoise waters, coral reefs.
Oh my gosh, a paradise.
Bursting with life.
I'm already picturing those crystal clear waters and the colorful coral reefs.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's a world of underwater wonder.
It is.
Filled with, a kaleidoscope of fish, invertebrates.
And marine mammals.
Oh, those playful dolphins.
Gentle manatees.
The sharks that patrol these waters. It's incredible.
And the life above the surface is just as incredible.
Yeah, tell me about it.
From those vibrant birds to the unique reptiles and amphibians, these islands are teeming with diversity.
It's about showing, how life in the Caribbean is interconnected.
Exactly. Both above and below the water.
Of course, we have to acknowledge the threats.
Yes, unfortunately.
This paradise is facing climate change, pollution.
Overfishing, habitat destruction.
Yeah, it's about raising awareness of how delicate those ecosystems are and encouraging people to take action to protect them.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm really interested to see how the series portrays the human element of the Caribbean.
Okay.
The diverse cultures, the traditions that have shaped these islands.
It's about understanding the history of the Caribbean, the impact of colonialism, and the resilience of its people.
And celebrating that unique blend of cultures and traditions that make the Caribbean so vibrant.
Absolutely.
It's about recognizing that the Caribbean is more than just a vacation destination.
Yeah.
It has a really rich and complex story to tell.
It does. We've journeyed through 3 very amazing ecosystems.
Yeah.
The Amazon rainforest, the Andes Mountains,
Is Caribbean.
the Caribbean.
And we've only scratched the surface
Wow.
of what the Americas has to offer. I mean, there's so much more to explore.
There is.
The deserts of Mexico, the forests of the Pacific Northwest.
It really speaks to that incredible biodiversity of this region and the ambition of the filmmakers to capture that, grandeur and complexity.
I can't wait to see what other wonders they uncover.
Me too.
We're back for the final part of our deep dive.
Okay.
Into the Americas.
Yeah.
We've talked about the stunning locations, the talented people behind the series, and the impact that it could have.
For sure.
One thing that's really stuck with me is how the Americas goes beyond just the entertainment and it taps into this, I think.
Yeah.
Bigger trend of using storytelling for conservation.
Yeah, it's a really interesting shift. It's not just about presenting facts anymore.
Right.
It's about weaving those facts in a narrative that really resonate with people on an emotional level.
Okay.
Making them care about these ecosystems and the creatures that live there.
I mean, we're naturally drawn to stories.
We are.
Right.
Yeah.
We've been telling them forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when you combine compelling stories
Yeah.
with the incredible visuals that we're going to see in this series,
Right.
you have a recipe for real change.
Think about how much more powerful
Yeah.
a story can be than just a list of like facts and figures.
Yeah.
Especially when you add in
Yeah.
the music and the narrator.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, like Tom Hanks, someone who immediately grabs your attention and makes you want to listen.
It's like they're saying, hey, come experience this with us.
Yeah.
Like, feel what it's like to be in these amazing places, meet these incredible creatures, and understand why they matter.
And that feeling, you know, that connection.
Yeah.
That's what stays with you long after the show's over. It's what makes you think differently about the world around you.
Exactly. And we need people to feel that connection.
Yes.
To realize that what happens in the Amazon or the Andes, it impacts us all, no matter where we live.
Yeah, it's about fostering that sense of global citizenship.
Okay.
Recognizing that we're all part of this, like, interconnected web of life. And I think the Americas has a real opportunity to drive that point home.
It's about inspiring people
Yes.
to become stewards of the planet, making choices that benefit not just us today, but future generations as well.
And these documentaries, I think they can do more
Yeah.
than just inspire individuals.
Okay.
I mean, they can spark larger discussions, influence policy decisions, even direct funding toward conservation efforts.
It's about using the power of storytelling to change the way we think about our planet.
Yes.
Making conservation a priority for everyone.
Exactly. Making it mainstream, something that we all care about and actively participate in.
So as we wrap up our deep dive, I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay.
The Americas is more than just a TV show.
Yeah.
It's a reminder of how beautiful and fragile our planet is.
It is.
It's a call to action.
Absolutely.
It's an invitation to be a part of the solution.
Yeah, it's a chance to learn, to be inspired, and to connect with the natural world in a way that's, you know, both entertaining and meaningful.
So tune in, be amazed, and then ask yourself, what can I do to make a difference?
Yes.
Even small actions, when multiplied by millions, can have a huge impact.
For sure.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe this series will spark a passion for conservation in some viewers. Maybe it'll inspire, like, the next generation of scientists, filmmakers, activists who dedicate their lives to protecting our planet.
That's a legacy worth striving for.
And on that hopeful note,
Yeah.
we'll wrap up our deep dive into the Americas.
Okay.
We hope you enjoyed this journey as much as we have.
It's been great exploring these ideas with you.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive into a fascinating topic.
I look forward to it.
Until then, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep those questions coming.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course.